What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. Okay, so we're going to take a look at inflation, and I told you every month we're going to talk. I'll probably do at least 2 or 3 videos talking about inflation, because mainly about food, because I think this is important, especially for those of us who are retired on a fixed income. We need to pay attention to food prices because that really impacts our spending. And so we'll go ahead and we'll open this up. Now, what I've done here is I'm just showing you food items, okay? Food items, and what you need to understand when it comes to the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, think of it as a big shopping cart. And that shopping cart has different items in it. It could be food, it could be utilities, and just a bunch of food, gas, all of that is just in this one basket. And every month, they come out with this CPI score, and that CPI score represents the items that are in this basket and the price difference of the items that are in the basket. And they'll go year to date, so they'll go from, let's say if it's January, from January of 2025, they'll go back to January of 2024. They'll show us that percentage difference, and then they'll also show us month to month, that percentage difference. And so that's what we're looking at here. Let me show you this. So overall, we're talking about all food items in January. We saw from year over year a 2.5% increase. And so what that means, in January of 2025, all food items have increased by 2.5%. So last year, this time in 2024, they were 2.5% less than what they are today, is basically what I'm saying, okay? Now, month over month, we're looking at 0.5%. So if we go back to December, from December to January, we saw an increase of 0.5%. Okay, now let's look at food at home. Food at home would be food that you would get at the grocery store. So you go to the grocery store, you get food, you bring it home, and you make the food. That's what they're talking about here. So we saw a year over year increase of 1.9%, and then a month over month increase of 0.5%. Okay? Now, let's move down. Let's look at some of the items here. So cereals, bakery products, we saw a year over year increase of 0.4%. And then we saw a month over month decrease. Now, this is good. We saw a decrease of minus 0.4%. And so that means that last month, that cereal and bakery products were more expensive than they are in January. And so that's good, okay? And so you'll see this. It'll fluctuate. All right, now, meats, poultry, fish, and eggs. So looking at this category. Now, this is expected because we know that bird flu is out there right now. We know that it's hard to buy eggs. It's hard to find eggs. And the price of eggs, the prices are going up when it comes to purchasing eggs. So we're looking at year over year, 6.1%. So that means in January of 2024, egg prices were 6.1% less than what they are today. We're looking at month over month, it's 1.9% increase. Now, when it comes to egg prices, what we can probably anticipate is when we get the numbers in February, so we'll get those numbers in March, that's going to show that egg prices have increased even more, okay? And they have them when this shopping cart, they didn't have it itemized separately. I can find those numbers out, and maybe I'll do that in a future video. But they put it with meat, poultry, fish, and eggs. So when it comes to meats and poultry and fish, those prices could go down, and so that might offset some of the increase that we see when it comes to eggs. So we'll just have to see about that. But I just wanted to mention that. When it comes to egg prices, we know that's going to go up, or it's going to continue to go up, and it's going to be reflected more in the next inflation report that we get, because right now, I mean, I didn't really see it too much in December, but now I see it when it comes to the cost of eggs. Like, you go to a grocery store now and eggs are $9.99 for a dozen eggs. Like, I haven't seen them much cheaper than that in California. Okay, now other places, I'm sure they could be cheaper, but when it comes to California, it's like $9.99. I've seen them $8.99 but not in, like $9.99 is the organic, $8.99 for a dozen is just regular eggs that aren't organic, and a lot of times they don't even have those in stock. So all you can buy is the $9.99. Okay, so let's look at dairy and related products. We have an increase year over year, 1.2%, and then month to month we have 0.3%. All right, looking at fruits and vegetables, we have year over year 0.3%, and then we have month over month. Vegetables are down, minus 0.5%. Okay, now in this category, what I'm going to be curious to see is the impact of the immigration deportations, because we've heard farmers out there saying, look, we don't have anyone to pick our produce now. And so are we going to see a shortage when it comes to produce in the supermarkets? If we start to see a shortage, the demand will still be there. And if we see a shortage, that means the prices are going to go up. And so you've had some farmers say, look, we have a lot of produce that's just dying in the fields. We don't have anyone that's showing up to work anymore. They might be, they might have been deported, or they're in fear of being deported, so they're not showing up to work. And so that could have a major impact when it comes to that category. So that's something that we're going to have to watch. And we'll be able to watch. We'll get the numbers coming from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and those will be able to show us exactly what's going on there. Okay, non-alcoholic beverages and beverage materials. So we have year over year, 2.2% increase, and then month over month, 0.9% increase. Now, one of the things that we just heard about tariffs on aluminum. Okay, so the price of aluminum is going to go up, because remember, a tariff is something that the country that's receiving the import, they're going to pay for. So let's just say you have a bottling company like Coca-Cola or Pepsi or what have you. They have to pay to have that aluminum brought to them. And so if they have to pay more, then guess what? That's going to mean they're going to charge you more. And so we could see an increase when it comes to the cost of these items, these sodas and things like that, things that are in a can, because the price of aluminum has gone up. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the next one here. Other food at home, we have 0.8% increase, that's year over year, and then 0.3% increase month to month. And then food away from home. So food away from home, that is, you go to the fast food restaurants or you just go to a restaurant in general, the price of items here. So that's increased year over year, 3.4%, and then month over month, 0.2% increase. And so those are all the food categories when it comes to inflation. So I just wanted to go over that. Like I said, every month we'll be doing at least 2 videos, maybe 3 videos, talking about the cost of things. Now, I want you guys to help me out by letting me know in your town, how much are eggs? How much are some of these different products that we went over? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.